Hello, hello, hello there. Why is my camera dark? I just fixed it. Oh well. We're gonna be moody today. We're gonna be very moody on camera. It's a moody day. Hello. We are here today to do a little bit of some Inktober with a fan. And of course, I'm sure this is old hack at this point. I'm sure everybody is this way. What's up, Poco? We're not gonna do a fan because I don't know, I'm too weird to just do a fan. I can't just do a fan. So instead I decided I want to do one of these war fans. This is either gonna look super strange to you and you have no idea what this is, or you've played TF2 and this one especially looks very familiar. What these are these are fans that were held by Japanese, Chinese, I think just those two, generals. And they would use them to point directions and commands and stuff to soldiers. And there is a couple of documented cases, whether they're fables or not, of generals defending themselves in battle by defeating enemies with these things. So, yeah, they're just a weird, iconic Japanese, Chinese thing. You might have seen them in old folklore where there's like demons and like gods of the underworld and stuff that fan the flames of hell with these. So, like, they're cool. They're cool. I think I'm going to maybe put a little bit of a touch onto it of my own, but we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. So I'm going to throw some music on, and we're just going to start digging away. I think this is going to be kind of self-explanatory. We got Coulson here, and by Coulson I mean collision. Hello. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig in. When you're looking at these, this is the one that's like definitely the most sensible. And it's just a tube with two little metal bits sticking off that are drilled in, which is fine, I suppose. I don't really get how they fit in here. Maybe they fit in and you stick the top on. That's probably exactly how they work. Whereas this one is definitely a piece of metal that's like welded onto here, which I like more. I like this look a lot better. So I'm going to try and get away from the TF2 look a little bit. I think the TF2 look might not track super well. So, you like the other better? What's the other? I think for sure this is the worst one. Like, this one sucks. Nobody likes this one. It's definitely between these two. The blue gold? The blue gold? This one. Yes, I like that one better as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just dig into this. So immediately I am thinking that we want to make something really cool. I like this little triangle handle. So let's start with that. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a cube. A cube will do. A cube will do ya. And we're going to not worry about sizing or anything too much, because this is really just an interpretive sort of thing. So it needs to be probably two hands, because often you want to do the ping pong grip where you grab it like that, where you put it and you're just holding like the end of it. So we're going to go for ping pong grip on this one. Oh, I have such a good idea. I have a really good idea for how we should do this. Okay. Nope. I know exactly how I want to do it. Okay, so we're going to make the whole thing first. Let's make the whole thing first. Let's cut it in half. Did I not center it? Why didn't I center it? What is that? Hello? You're going to do way better if you stay on 0. Thank you for the save. We'll go ahead and call this... Oh, I'm in a different folder. That's not the folder I want to be in. Let's go Warfan. Hey, what's up, T? Every time you make a new project, first save. I'm fortunate enough that Blender's autosave is pretty good. I try not to stress too much about it. But yes, it is a good habit to get into. Every time I save, it does this as well. I don't know why. Okay. It's a byproduct of working in full screen, I think. Okay, so let's do a couple of things real quick. First off, we're gonna bevel this guy. That'll be important later. And next, I am going to go ahead and do 2 of these. Do I just want to go for it? I think I'm just going to go for it. Yep, okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and apply scale first. No, do not sculpt this. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 2, and we're going to do a smoothness of 1. It looks kind of right. Let's try it here as well. Let's see what that does. 2, smoothness of 1. Now, why isn't it equal? Why is it not equal on both sides? Riddle me this, Batman. Why isn't it equal on both sides? Also, why can't I... The heck is happening? I'm very confused about what's going on right now. Okay, apply scale. We're at 0, we're at 0, we're at 1, we're at 1. Perfect. Everything's normal. I come to here. Thank you for the hydrate. We're going to go ahead and keep ourselves nice and hydrated today. Smoothness, 1. Oh, I see. Inverse square. Let's turn that to sphere. We're going to do the exact same thing here. 3, 1, sphere. And I look from the top, and they're not equal. Why? What about this is causing it not to work? You know what? I think it's fine. I think I'm not going to stress the details. I think that is actually doable. Ba-da. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab each of these top faces. Okay, here's the song that plays every single stream. This is our song. This is the song that we share. This is what we're going to dance to on our first dance. Bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, yeah. Always. Always this one. I really like this song. I'm actually quite a fan of this song, even if I do complain about it showing up every stream. This is a very good song. It's called Now or Never. It's from Splatoon. It's from all versions of Splatoon thus far. And the whole idea behind it is it's meant to be like a frantic rush to beat the game. Like to beat like a match. And honestly, I'm a huge fan of it. Okay, that actually looks not bad. Dare I say, that does not look bad. Okay, so we can do a subsurface later. I'm probably going to make this kind of high poly later. Because if I list this, high poly stuff just does better on listings. I don't know why. You think people would want things that are optimized, but apparently not. Apparently it's not a thing when people are buying assets. So within reason, I'm going to make this thing pretty high poly. So let's dig in. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did to the top. I'm definitely going to remove these later, but just so I don't have to sit and worry about them right now, we're going to put them like this. And we got ourselves a little handle. Nothing too wrong about that. Now you ask yourself, what are we doing about all of this? Good question. Good question. What we're going to do here is we're going to flatten out some of these edges. So first thing first, let me go ahead and grab this edge. Actually, wait, I don't know if I want to do that. Hold on. Let's grab up here. This is going to be the tip of our fan. Okay, so that's the tip of the fan right there. So that's the fan blade right there. That looks about right to me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do us a big old favor. We're going to go like this. just like that. And we're going to go ahead and put a J here to make a nice subsection. Let me do the exact same thing right here. And this will be our cut. And I don't want to delete, I want to dissolve. Oh, perfect. We've done it. Okay, so let's cut this thing in half, and we're going to mirror it, because we don't want to worry about that mirror right now. You're excited for tomorrow? What's tomorrow? What's going down tomorrow? Do we have a big event going on? Okay, that's not bad looking. I can live with this. Let's go ahead and throw a mirror modifier on there. Look back at it, and everything looks about right, so I know I can just work on one side at a time and not stress the details, which is exactly what we want. So let's go for it. Okay, so now I want to do this bottom bit. I was kind of stressing this bottom bit, but I think we're good to go for it. We need to make a square. Hey, what's up, Tablet Genius? We need to make ourselves a square, which I think I've done a bad job of. That's 3. That's 3. We can't even do that one. That's 1. That will be our square, but this one will have to serve us as its square. I'm going to carve pumpkins with a bunch of my friends, and CQ is taking her Cowgirl Minotaur costume on. I think I'm going to take a Plague Doctor costume on. Wow. That sounds very cute. I love the idea of that. I hope it's very fun. I hope you all have a great time. I would tell you to drink responsibly, but I think that doesn't apply here, so let's not worry about that. So that is that right there. Something weird is that. Could be, but not this time. I hope you're not drinking. Okay, so that is pretty weird looking, honestly, but it's not bad. This part, I don't know how to do this yet, but we'll get there. When I end up doing a subdivision, this should work itself out pretty well. Some of the most responsible peeps of the class, so that's coming. Do you all drink? There's no way you drink. You're not that old. I was about to say, there's like absolutely no way that you all drink. That would be insanity. Some of the divas do? That is... that's a way of saying it. Okay, that'll do. This'll do. This'll do. Okay. Yes, I can do it just like this. SY0. You always take alcohol-free beer. What world are you living in? What is this weird world that you live in? Bam 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 bam. Over the normal? Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. It's called Denmark. That is a little nutty for me, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know what? We're going round handle. I'm over it. I'm over it already. We're going round handle. We're gonna do a round handle. I'm gonna put a little cross guard on here maybe, but we're doing a round handle. I don't want to think about this anymore. It's driving me nuts. One thing I might add is here. Oh, this is a good idea. This is a great idea. Be distinct, do not copy. This is how you make an art style. In all of my research about creating art styles, this is it. You want to be distinct, do not copy, and have a deliberate vision for what you're up to. That's what we're going to do. Actually, I can't do this until I apply the mirror, so we're going to wait, but we'll come back to that. I promise it'll be nice. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go for this. Extrude along normals. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and push this guy in. Get rid of that, we don't want that. Push that guy in. We're gonna make some rounded little edges here. Okay, this should do. Are we gonna finish this in like 2 seconds? Am I really about to finish this in like 2 seconds? Like, there's no way, right? That would be absolutely crazy. So if we grab this and we apply our scale first, always do that before you do a bevel. I go B. No, okay, so it's definitely not the way we want to do it. We want to get this guy tucked in here pretty nicely. Maybe even tuck this guy in a little bit more. Tuck him in for bed. Okay, here we go. Do it again. Second verse, same as the first. Let's do it. It actually looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty close to what we want. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take some rights on this one. We're gonna make like a true butterfly look. Like that. We're gonna come down a little bit. Okay, that to me is a butterfly. So let's go ahead and apply scale one more time. Let's go to edit, let's grab, and we're gonna hope and pray that we've done it correctly. I'm like, this is it. So these two up here touch in a way that's like very annoying. So I think maybe we want to do just those two to start with, or maybe we'll do these three to start with, and then that bottom one I'm gonna make very distinct. So let's do just these two up here. We're gonna do this. That's a pretty nice looking shape. If I say so myself, looks like a piece of toast. Looks like we're about to have din. And then I grab you and we go very distinctly as hard as we can. Actually, I don't know if we want to do that either. I think we might want to do this and let those two touch. Now that's pretty close. That is pretty close to being correct, as far as I'm concerned. There's one thing missing, and I think I see how we're going to fix it. I think we want to add a little notch right here. How are we going to do this? Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Thank you for the stretch. I'm going to do it in just a moment. I just got to focus on what I'm doing here for just a second because I have a really good idea for what we're doing. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying, Squidward. Okay, so let's grab you. And we're going to grab this little piece right here. And I'll connect you together. That's not bad. Okay, here is the general idea. We're going to go GG over there, and we're going to go GZ to make that a scoop. That should have a little bit of body for it. That should seal the deal as far as I'm concerned. So I'll do that. And then we'll grab both of these guys. Do the same thing, and then we'll try to clean up our topology. That looks crazy good. Beautiful. That's it. That's as good as it gets. Can I do better than that? I don't think I can do better than this. She's golden. She's golden. Okay, that's it. We're done. Perfect. I'm going to grab this whole thing. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit so we have a little bit more of that perfect little butterfly shape. Oh, that looks so good. I kind of want to make it spiky here on the end. Should I do that? That might be cool. Okay, if we're going visually distinct, let's make a spike here. Hey, what's up, CQDK? Okay, so to make a spike, we're gonna have to really sell this. We're gonna have to really sell this idea right here. Oh, it's definitely not gonna work. You know what? I don't care about the spike. If I want the spike, I'll do it later using proportional editing. I'm not gonna do it like this. That's gonna be our setup right now. Okay, and then let's go back to object mode. Let's do a SZ, make it small again. It does look good. You do not want to be clocked in the head with this thing. Boom. Boom. And then we just grab and we pull down. Make the handle just a little bit longer. And that's my guy. All right. Red thinks it's weird that we drink alcohol-free beer. Yes, that is weird. 100%, that's strange. Beer is terrible. And alcohol-free beer is terrible. That's not weird. I even drank child beer when I was way younger. That is a cultural difference. That is wildly different over here. We do not have stuff like that. Like, we have it. You can go to the market and buy it. Nobody drinks it. Let's up that merge distance just a little bit, because I don't want this looking so weird. We should be good, right? No. What is this? Why is it doing this? He asked what world we live in. I said Denmark. New Zealand. Yeah, it feels like New Zealand. That's so different from how it is over here. We don't have stuff like that. We don't give our kids beer. Okay, perfect. We're here. We're back. Dare I say, I might not even care about that angle. Yeah, I'm going to say let's not care about this angle too much. Let's go like this. Let's go boom, 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 dissolve. Just get rid of that. That angle is going to be fixed later anyway. There's no reason to have it. Just dissolve that. We just have a flat edge here. That's fine. We can drink beer when we want. We just can't buy it until we are 18. Okay, so, like, I get that there are cultural differences. Let me put that out there. I get that there are cultural differences. I'm going to go ahead and just say the facts as they are. Alcohol deteriorates brain growth. Until you turn 25, alcohol hurts your brain's ability to make new nerves, which means that you literally learn at a slower rate if you drink. Like, if you drink, you quite literally cannot learn as fast as people who don't drink. So, like, drinking beer under the age of 25, and I get that 21 is the limit over here, but drinking beer under the age of 25 actually, like, hurts you a lot. So, yeah, that's a bad thing. It's a really bad thing that you can drink beer whenever you want. Like, that's not... Regardless of people's, like, mushy feelings or anything, that's, like, clinically a very bad idea. That's, not good for the world. Because I'm all about people doing whatever they want to do. Last thing I want to do is tell people how to live their lives. But, if it means that your brain is deteriorating, yeah, I'll tell you what to do. That doesn't bother me one bit. I'll gladly tell you what to do. It's my right to tell you what to do at that point. All right, let's go ahead and merge at last. I kind of think I want to go ahead and do a double mirror now that I'm really sitting here and looking at this thing. Because this is just going to be a bunch of work. So let's do a double mirror right now. If we do a rounded thing right here. Ba ba da ba dee da 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 da. Let's not do a rounded thing. Let's not do that, actually. I just finished coloring my Minotaur shoes and I'm done with the tail, but I still got no horns. You're just a Minotaur that got your horns trimmed recently. You're like Hellboy. Hellboy cuts his horns because he doesn't want to be a demon. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. Let's invert... No, we can't do that. Okay, that's going to be our selection. Done. Make sure we don't have a center line. We do not have a center line. Turn on Y, and we have our little club right here. Perfect. This'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead and shade it smooth and turn on auto normal so I can see ideally what I want this thing to look like. That looks pretty good already. That looks pretty good already. TF2, eat your heart out. Now, the only thing is it's a little fat here in the center, which I don't exactly know how that happened. If we look at it profile view, how did it do that? I suppose what we want to do is just grab these, put on a very small smooth, and push them in. And lower that a lot. Like negative 0.05, like a very small crumb. That looks a lot better. It's still got a little bit of a weird divot here, but I'm going to think about that later. It is symmetrical, so anything that I do to it will be symmetrical, so can't be that upset about what's going on. Okay. So let's do this thing. So the goal is to make this lovely little fluted bit right there. And I think that is something that I saw on just about all of them. So we are going to try and maintain it as much as we can. So let's start with these two. GG this guy on up. Connect you just like that. Oh, that looks great. Next is you. We're gonna GG you on down. That one looks a little less perfect. We'll go up just a little bit. And here's the general idea. We're gonna go merge at last, merge at last. And then we're gonna delete these guys. And what I mean by delete is dissolve them. Same thing here. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, the real question and the difficult question, the question I don't know if I have an answer for, is how are we going to put that pattern on here? Do I have a solution for this? Okay, now we're going to push our 3D modeling abilities to their absolute limit while I think about this. I think the way that I would try and solve this. This is going to get weird. Okay, let's give it a shot. I have a weird idea of how we're going to do this. So let me start backwards. We're going to do that. Make a little guy here. How on earth are we going to do this? Okay, so we got that guy. Let's put another guy here. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. It's become clear to me. Hello, that's not what I wanted to click. Oh, we've done it. Oh, we've done it. Okay, and now we got to put one on here. Oh my gosh, how did we do that? How are we here right now? How have I done this? Did I really just pull that off? Wow, that is kind of incredible. Okay, cool. It doesn't look great. Let me try merging this right here. That looks a little bit better. I have a cat who's complaining outside my door, so it might be time to let a cat inside. Let's dissolve that. And let's grab you and bring you down. This is getting a little weird for me. Get the cat. We'll get there. We'll get there on the cat. This one's getting just a little bit weird. Let me go ahead and copy this real quick. I just want to get to a point that I can come back if I have to. Okay, we're here. Paste. Excellent. This is going to be our fan backup. And we can remove you. And now we have the original fan is here. Perfect. Oh, this one's infinitely harder. This one's so much harder. Oh, what a yikes. What a yikes this is going to be. Okay. Just focus. Focus in on it, and we can do it. We're going to do some very weird stuff to make... I'm thinking ahead right now. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm thinking a lot about what we have to actually do to make this thing work. And I'm starting to freak out just a little bit. So I'm going to stop thinking about that. Okay, so that's one. Sure. The vision to make this work is very specific. Okay, okay, that worked. Man, this is mind-blowing. This is very weird. This is a workflow that if other 3D modelers do, like, man, you're on a different level than I am. My brain is not made to think like this. What is happening? Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, okay, I see it. I see it. We're back, we're back, we're back. So we go up and then out. So we're going to grab one right here. Oh, this is it. This is interesting for sure. It is... It's kind of killing me, is what it's doing. I feel like I'm playing a puzzle game, and I just, like, figured out, like, what the heck all of the controls are. Like, I'm playing The Witness right now, and I just realized, like, wait, you can do that? That's effectively what just happened to me. Okay, we're gonna try this. You got this, you can do it. I thank you. This is the praise that I've always needed in my life. I think we've done it. Looks great. Thank you very much. I think we have done it, folks. Now, the problem is it doesn't sit directly on that edge, but honestly, I think I'm just going to go for it. I don't think I care. We're going to J that. We're going to J that. Is that a bad looking J? I don't care. We're going to bring them in symmetrically is what we're going to do. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab them, and we're going to go GX in just a little bit. Just so there's that ridge there. Okay. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, now we're going to get into the dirty part of all of this. We're going to start creasing all of this in very hard ways. So we want a really rigid looking like scepter or whatever you're going to call this thing. Staff. We want a really rigid staff here. Suppose I don't need that. That was for something else I was working on, which I decided not to do, but I kind of want to go back to doing it now that I'm looking at this. But we'll do this just for the time being. Okay, so we're starting to look good. Next up, grab you. Does it go all the way up? No, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Get those creased really nice. Now we take a look at it. We're pretty close to this thing working. We're pretty close to this working. We're just a few steps away from this being actually usable. Okay, let's try that. Please work. Please work. Please work. Oh, that looks really good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That looks so cool. Okay, we just need to fix this little artifact down here. Then we're done. So what is this artifact created by? What's doing this? That looks pretty good. I'm psyched. It's gonna be a nightmare to get the UVs to work on this thing, but you think I care? Does this look like the face of somebody who cares? We're gonna grid fill the heck out of this thing is what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's doing it on both of these ends. Thank you for the hydrate. I need that in my time of need right now. Good old hydrate. Are we really about to do this? This is a bad idea. This is where we go to the dark side. This is not a good idea. Don't do this. Don't do this. Dare I say I actually like the way that looks. Dare I say that actually looks good. Boy, that is a cool look. Yeah, 2 is more than enough. Yo, what's up, Simo? You've caught me at a time where I'm actually pretty proud of what I'm doing. What a rarity. Alright. I'm 100% done with one ear, and I look like a dog with it. That is great. Obviously, don't take a picture of it on, but if you're comfortable enough, would you mind posting a picture of your outfit, just like sitting on the floor or something? Do da 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 da. I'm gonna do this. I think it's a bad idea, but I just kind of want to see what it does. Nope, we still have those little guys right there. How do I get rid of you? What if I do this? What happens? Nothing. Literally nothing happens. What are you? Why are you there? Does it matter? Do I care? I do care. It looks bad. Why are you there? What are you doing? What are you? This looks like something from a dollar store, and I love it. Honestly, that's kind of the energy. What are you doing? Maybe I didn't crease it enough. Oh. Maybe I just didn't crease it enough. Let's try again. Just in case. Let's crease it again. Nothing. That was a Dr. Seuss open poem. What was? Did I do a Dr. Seuss? Did one of us do a Dr. Seuss? It looks like a butterfly and it makes me happy. I like that. Okay, you know what? Pretty jazzed about what we're looking at. I'm gonna ignore that for now. I think I might have to fix it after I apply the subdivision. I can't figure out what's causing it. So let's just call it there. And we're gonna make this now distinct. This is gonna be ours. This is our little thing that we're working on here. Try a weighted normal modifier. That sounds hard. I'll do that later. If I have time, I'll do that. But we're going to run out of time way too quick if I think about stuff like that. Okay, so that's definitely not how I want to do this. I want to extrude vertices. Just a modifier? Okay. So if I go weighted normal modifier. Oh my god, Simo. What? How did that work? If I go up to here. Oh. I've never even heard of this. What is the weighted... What does this guy do? It messes something up over there, though, which I don't love. It does magic? So it looks like. Oh, keep sharp. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Wow, that's weird. That's a weird one right there. What the heck does that do? How does it do that? Okay, bada boom. Have you seen Demon Slayer? I have not. It's on my list. I do like this curve here is a gorgeous looking curve. That is the most beautiful curve I've seen in a hot minute. Now, while we're looking at this, while I'm here and while I'm obsessing over it, let's get into here real quick. Demon Slayer do be good. Okay, so we got a bunch of Demon Slayer fans here. I do need to watch it. It's on my list for sure. Isn't it pretty short? It's not the longest show, right? The hype killed Demon Slayer for me. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's pretty short. I mean, I like that. I'm a big fan of short. Short is the recipe for success for me with a show. I'm dying. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We haven't died yet. Okay, so we have... I like that ridge looking like that. That is kind of cool. There is going to be a second season, though. I hate when shows do that. That's my least favorite thing. Oh, I realized why we had an artifact. Hold on. I actually see it now. We have an artifact because these don't connect properly on this shaft right here. So what I need to do is that... grab these guys, GG them up, and fix my own problem. This should solve the problem pretty concisely, I would argue. It's not perfectly straight. We're going to do that in just a moment. GG that to be a straight line. GG that to be a straight line. And I believe that should fix our issue. It does not. It does not. So we're going to use this. Oh my god, it's fully broken at this point. Nope, 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 nope. Go back, go back, go back, go back, 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 back. I don't care about anything except that line at this point. Okay, we're done. Yep, that's it. Okay, so let's do some flares down here. So here is my goal. I'm going to take this, we're going to put on a sharp. And I want to grab both of these guys and push them in a very specific pattern. Which I think what I'm going to do is do mirror first. We're going to grab all 4 of them. Yep, we did it. We're going to go like that. We're getting a little bit of a weird shape here, so we're going to maybe just take it for what we can. In fact, a linear might work a little bit better now that I'm looking at how this works. Yeah, linear looks like maybe the speed for us. There we go. Now we have a little bit more of like a sturdy bottom to this thing, which that looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and it's probably not necessary to do this. It's probably not necessary at all, but I'm going to do this. We're going to go like this with a little GY. And by GY, I meant SY. Look at that. Oh, hello. It did not like that one. It did not love what we were just doing to it. So we're going to grab you two and just shrink you down just a smidge. There we go. Now we got ourselves a nice little bridge going down there. Just to give it some weight. It's always good to play with a little bit of weight on your sketches. Because at the end of the day, you want your objects to feel real, and if they feel like they weigh something, then that's real enough for me. So, we got that. We're going to go ahead and scale. We're going to go up to here. I'm going to remove this crease. And then we're going to go ahead and just do a little self-bevel because we can't trust the subdivision to do it for us. That looks pretty good to me. Thank you for the save. Dare I say, we're like done. Like, I want to do more. I'm not done. But like, we are basically done. I could just say done. Like, do that and then turn off stream right now. We're looking pretty good on this guy. Hey. Hey Joe, are you disappointed? I feel like Joe's got a measurable disappointment right now. I'm excited for it. It actually fills me with thrill to think about. Yeah, I had a feeling. So Joe really wanted the Borb command to pop up a picture of the Borb on stream, and it didn't. So I'm pleased about it. Now, the unfortunate truth is it might have been in my background. You might not have seen it. Could have been there the whole time. You never realized it. Okay, let's give this guy a little bit of a body. Is it there? Where is it? Yep, I'm banned. I got banned from my own chat. Top 10 streamers who got banned from their own chat. You won't believe what happened on this one, folks. Now, I don't know why it's doing it so weirdly. So here's what we're going to do instead. I'm going to make this guy mega small, like pixel small, because we're going to merge this in just a moment. But before I merge it, I want to use the loop cut the way it's intended to be used. Hello? Okay, that's pretty close to being nothing. And now I can apply scale. Go back to edit. Let's do like a 3. Whoa, too crazy. Too crazy there, bud. We made a crown is what we did. It does not like this. How are we going to make this work? If you were trying to design this as a battlefield weapon, what would you add to it? And I think the obvious answer is you would make a leaf point spear. But why? This is where we look up reference images. Razor blades? That's possible. It's a little wild. Let's look up the Becticorbin first. It's the best weapon ever made. The world's best weapon is a Becticorbin. And it's just like a death spike. Okay, so that's a Becticorbin. There's a Becticorbin with a leaf spear, so that's proving what I was saying. Let's look at Chinese spear. Like, that's terrible. I have a lot of complaints about Chinese martial arts. And not to be ignorant or maybe not understand how things are meant to be interpreted, I'm going to just kind of keep those to myself. But I have a lot of issue with Chinese martial arts. Yeah, so there's a partisan. That's actually not bad. That's a pretty good looking weapon, all things considered. You look at this, I hate this. This is terrible. You look at this, that's pretty good. You look at this, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. This one's pretty good. That is pretty good looking. That is a nice spear. That's a top tier spear right there. 10 out of 10 on that one. He needs a crossguard. There needs to be a crossguard right here where this little face is, but otherwise. Wakanda vibes? Kind of. That's a good looking spear. See, that's the spear I would like to make, but that's not going to work on a fan. You can't make this on a fan. Oh gosh. These guys are nuts. Okay, so it's looking like no on a spear. Here we go. Some silhouettes. The tri-tip is good. What the heck is this? That's nothing. That's like a witch's magic staff. That's nothing. 10 is nothing. I don't think there's any usable designs here. Okay, so let's go with a Japanese spear and see what they look like. That's a good spear. That's a top 10 spear. I really don't like halberds. Naganitas are like widely considered like unusable weapons. I know they were used in war, but like you don't win a war with this. Japan has a real obsession with like cutting edges, like the katana, the naginata. They love cutting spears, which I think is a wild thing. We didn't do that in Europe. We, as if I was European. But that wasn't a thing in Europe. Like, halberds existed, but they were very uncommon. Can't you just search Warfan? I did. They don't have spear tips on them. Which there's probably a good reason why they don't, and I'm ignoring that reason. Warfan. Let's get into Warfans. So they would put the blades on the fan itself, but it's a defense weapon, so you'd actually be very hard-pressed to do that. You'd be hurting yourself if you did that. Yeah, like, that's nothing. This is not a weapon. So here's your razor blades, by the way. If you want razor blades, there's the Aztec Obsidian weapons. What are these things? I'm going to be careful. Yeah, there you go. The Makuhito. So these are razor blades made out of volcanic rock. If you know anything about the Aztecs, they were very scary. These were very scary weapons. But distinctly, these weapons were known that you would use them very few times. So this wasn't a sword that your family had for 100 years. You would hit something with this, and you'd throw it away and get another one and hit something else with it. Or just like rip the daggers out and place new ones in. So this is not a realistic weapon for modern sensibilities. They are scary, though. They are really scary. That is such a scary way to make weapons. The Aztecs... Whew. What happened to the Aztecs is unjust and very scary. The Aztecs were dealt a real bad hand, I would argue. But kind of glad that history doesn't exist anymore. As much as I love history and I don't like when people buff over history, that's one that I'm a little bit okay with. They were scary people. They did some real scary stuff, those Aztecs. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this. We got ourselves a little bit of a setup here. If we grab this and we apply scale, we come on down and we do this to make a bulb. Okay, so we're going to want like a 0.5 bulb. Let's try that and see how that works. I actually really don't dislike that. That looks pretty good. It looks a little fancy. I'm going to be harsh again, but 20k polys for that model is insane. Oh, I'm going to re-topo it, Simo. Don't you worry. We're not there yet. That's not even what I'm thinking about yet. We're not even close to worrying about that yet. Also, I have 2 of them, so it's actually half that to some degree. Oh, I see what's going on. I have a bevel here. Remove that bevel. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. It only shows visible ones, though? Are you sure about that? Oh, okay. Also, I think I am good to get rid of this backup anyway. But yes, I'm not about to ship this thing as is. This is not a finished model. So we can rest assured that we're okay there. Before I get too caught up in what I'm doing, let's bring this back to here. Let's get rid of that. Poco's going to be right back. No worries. You take your sweet time. Okay, so that is the tip of that. Do I like it like that? I'm going to say probably not. I think I preferred it a little bit more like this. And then we'll just round out that top right there. Let's see what this does for us. It does match the bottom a little bit. I don't know if I love this little cap being on here. I might just say no cap, which I realize is a meme now that I'm saying it out loud, but I didn't mean it that way, so we're gonna live with it. Like if I do this, and I remove this bevel, and then I bevel this, Hello? Why did it stop? What the heck? A big spike. I think I thought about the big spike, but I think the big spike's not going to work for us. I think we're going to stay away from the big spike. Is that it? Like, don't get me wrong, there's a part of me that really wants to add a giant spike, but I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense. And these are tied. That one is a through, so we're going to do a through. I'm going to do a nice through line on this. Yeah, I'm going to veto all of the giant spike stuff. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, so that is not half bad. Oh, also, I can remove this little center. Bye, bye, bye. Which alleviates a little bit of that. Yes, it does. That squares it off a little bit better. The bottom looks not as good now. So I'm going to take it into my own hands and make this guy look more like a circle. Make sure it didn't twist too much. It did twist. Why do you twist? Why must you twist? What is the point of this? What did you miss? You missed basically nothing. You missed almost nothing. You did miss me not making spikes. Actually, I like the bottom of this being a square. So if we square up to a circle, the only problem with that is that the square is a little too loose for me. Oh, it's because that's now formed icy. Yeah, I see this. The spike crew is strong in chat today, but we're gonna reject spikes because I'm a cruel man. At the end of the day. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, we're just gonna reset this part. You're gonna bonk cruelty? Yeah, we should bonk cruelty. Do I care? Do I care that much about this little flare at the bottom? Does it matter? Does it spark joy to have a little flared bottom? I kind of think it does. I kind of think it does. I kind of think it looks great. Okay, we're going to do a spiked bottom. The question of how I'm going to do it is a challenge. So instead, maybe I need to be looking at my loop tool shapes and see which shapes I have access to. The heck is loft? Relax. Space. What is all this? What the heck is all this? No. No, 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 no. None of that. None of that. Okay, so we're going to stare at this from a Z point of view. And I'm going to say, how can we edit this to be something interesting? 1. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's, I think, the best we got. So let's try that. Let's do that one. That one, I think, will give us a good result. So let's put on a linear. I forgot to do my math homework. Well, do your math homework. Right now. What are you waiting for? Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm looking at this and I love what we're doing. I like what we're doing a lot. I'm going to go ahead and GG that guy on down to here. And by GG, I mean GZ that on down to here. And we're going to make a really flat base. Someone's trying to steal math homework in my chat. I don't know if I can stand for this. I don't know if I can stand for that in my chat. I almost never did my math homework, and I'm an engineer, so don't worry. Simo? Don't be a bad influence. Don't be a bad influence. SX0. SX0. Okay, we have a square bottom now. We have a nice, lovely square bottom. Okay, for whatever reason, I cannot see the emote that you just used, so we're just going to accept it. That looks great. That's it. And in fact, now that I'm seeing it in all of its prime, we're going for it. GY. Nope. Sorry. GZ. GZ. Up just a little bit more. Right there. You do like this thing? Thank you. I like you calling it a thing. That's the best energy. That's so like an old dad being like talking to their lesbian daughter and being like, "Yeah, I like this thing. Whatever it is, I like this thing. I don't get it, but I like this thing." It looks a little weird, but I'm kind of really into it. You're still a little bit confused by it? What are you confused about? You know it's a weapon. It's not really a weapon. It is more of a thing that it's a way that I'm dying. It's not really a weapon. That's not what it's made for. What it's made for is it's made for mostly Japanese and Asian admirals or generals or whatever you want to call them to give orders. So if you've ever played the Mario Party minigame where there's Shy Guy, and Shy Guy is telling you to raise the red or the white flag. They do that with the fan. Left, right, up, down, turn it around. One side says one thing, one side says another thing, so on and so forth. So this is a way of giving orders to people. This is not meant to be a weapon. It becomes a weapon because the people who are holding it have this, and when people run up to them with swords, this is what they have to defend themselves with. But that's not the intention. The intention is not to bonk somebody with this. Yeah, so it's just a flagging device. Okay, so we are looking at... You know what? I kind of like it. I think I'm okay with this. I think we're good. Last thing I want to do is probably grab these guys and drop the flare down. You kind of want one? They're very cute. They're not hard to make. That's sort of by design. They were kind of made to be very accessible if you were going to try and go to war with one. You would paint it like a butterfly. I think that's very appropriate. That looks about right to me. This looks about right to me. Okay, let's do that, and let's bring everything in just a little bit. Just so we don't have those ridges. That looks pretty good. Then your quadrant of soldiers could be the butterfly bombers. Someone's thinking now. Someone is thinking now. Okay, let's do a little bit of smoothing, and I'm now going to go back to being more of a circle. I know, broken record here, but... we're going to do really gradual shifts so that it looks just slightly less. We just want that to be so smooth looking. Oh, that's it. That looks literally perfect to me. It might not be deliberate enough for me to really enjoy it, but I'm going to sit and think about it for a long time. I want to be very specific about how I design this, so we're gonna think about that offline, or at least not at this very moment, because I have 40 minutes to finish this. So we do need to get to some material stuff in just a little bit here. It does look really good, though. Now, while we're here, let's do the dirty part. We're going to do that. We're going to do a nice little cross section all the way through the middle. And we're going to bridge it. Hey, what's up, Chaos? I activated my last brain cell. What? Chaos, how you been? Chaos, I hope this doesn't sound like a slight, because I think it's very funny and I'm very pleased about it. I loved the raid yesterday. I loved you raiding and just like, you're like, I'm done. That was my favorite thing ever. Because I've totally done that. That's not me making fun of anybody. Like, I've totally done that. The raid? Yeah. I got like 20 people. You tried 3 times and failed, so you gave up? Oh, that's weird. No, it worked. We were having a little conversation. No, that's okay. Don't you worry about it. It was great energy. It was very funny. It fit the energy of stream very well. I was pleased with it. No, no worries at all. Nothing to be sorry about. We're all big chillin' out here. How have you been? Okay, I don't know how this works. I don't know how weighted normals works. I don't like this. This is a bad look. This is a bad look. So we're gonna skip this for now. We're gonna say no little cross section on this guy. Okay, here we are. We're back. What next? What comes next? It was a nice hole, by the way, Red. Chaos? How dare you? Don't do this to my chat. Chaos, always trying to rile up chat over here. You know what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the squares. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. We're out. We're out. Yeah, I was making a hole just a moment ago. I had a little hole going on. You know me and my little hole. T? Oh, is that one of your emotes? Oh, it's Chaos, of course. Chaos has the best, or Chow Illustrated? Is that how you say it? Chow has like the best emotes ever. They're just incredible to look at. I have a distant fascination with Chow illustrations. They're not exactly my favorite art style in the world because I make things that are just nutso. But I have a deep appreciation for Chow Illustrated. And anybody who likes Sonic, of course, is in my camp. So, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful human being. If you don't know Chow Illustrated, go for it. They're kind of digital art royalty here on Twitch, as far as I'm concerned. So, can't be mad about that. Okay, so we're here. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. I'm gonna mold this a little bit. Wow, that looks weird. That's not the look. That's not the look. That's too much. That's too crazy. This is a very sensitive little boundary. Did I just say that I was gonna be done doing this? I lied. Okay, that is better. I'll worry about it a little bit later. I say that, and I can't let it go. I say that, and I can't let it go. I bet you've talked about it already, but what are your thoughts on the Twitch hack? It's weird. I don't really get, like, why it happened. I know it was from the inside, but I don't totally, like, understand what was going on. I think that says a lot about a company when, one, they hire people who, like, are capable of doing stuff like that, and two, that the people that they're hiring have, like, the level of trust for the company that is, like, lacking in that way. I think that just says a lot about a company. I think the consensus that it was from the inside, but I don't know that to be a fact. That is what I've heard about it, though. So, I don't know. Why is the source code being leaked be a problem? I keep seeing comments, but no explanation. If somebody has the source code to it, people know exactly how, like, passwords and stuff are stored. So, for example, if I had a piece of code that, like, let's say your password was pink butterfly, and I had a piece of code for my software that took your word pink butterfly and like jumbled it up into a bunch of stuff and stored the password as like 1C8B2X or whatever, there's no way somebody would be able to then guess your password to be pink butterfly. But if somebody gets the source code, they know how that works, and they could just grab that like random password off of a database, run it through the program that they now have, and figure out what your original password was. Because it's actually not that hard to steal people's encryption. Like a lot of encrypted data gets sent, stuff like that, having symbols at the start of a D&D thing. I don't understand the D&D part. What? It just becomes especially easy to hack people when you know like what like the codes mean. All right, Poco, there's no stress at all. You live your best life. Glad you stopped by. Thank you, Poco. It's always nice to have you. Like where you find all the oh yes, it's a cipher. Simo, I know that is not how it is directly stored, but I'm just trying to turn it into the easiest amount of explainable features right away. I don't think anybody's going to listen to this, and no one's going to listen to this and then become an engineer off of it. Yeah, that's not exactly what we're saying, Simo. Another part of code being released is it tells people how programs access people's computers. And so people can write code that manipulates like very specific parts of people's computers. In a web browser, I don't exactly know if that's true. So let's strike that one. I don't think that makes a difference on a web. I'm sure it makes a difference somewhere, but I don't know how that affects a web browser. So never mind. Let's strike that one. Okay, you know what? I need to start working on the color for this. So let's do some color. It's this matted, lovely looking. It's this really lovely matted thing. So I have an idea of how I want to do this. I have a really clear idea of how I want to do this. Hey, look at the little squish fish. Chaos, you didn't stream today. I don't think I saw you streaming today. How did the stream go where you rated us? I saw that you were working on Gluttony for a little bit, and then I had to jump ship right away because my stream was starting very soon after, and I woke up like right before stream started. It was a good stream. I got rated near the end and passed them on to you too. Oh, that's awesome. It's kind of cool when that happens. I think this isn't supported by Twitch and you'd have a hard time doing it. But it'd be very cool to make like a bot that just like sits inside of a stream and it counts how many times it gets passed between raids. And it incentivizes, I guess, through chat. Maybe it'll leave a little message in chat or something to say, like, don't forget to raid at the end of stream. And it just counts how many raids it gets passed through. And it never stops watching. And it'll tell you if there's a combo breaker or something. That would be a cool little bot. I would be a big fan of that. And then once it breaks the combo, it just like seeks out a new stream or whatever. I know I left my PC on overnight and I ended up in a place I would never go myself. I love that. That's the coolest energy. Okay, so we're gonna do really heavy metallic. And what I'm going to do is apply some scale. We're going to build off the back of this with object coordinates. And I actually want object coordinates for once in my life. And our goal is to find... Let's lower specular to nothing. Just so we can see what we're working on. Actually, it looks really good already. I might go ahead and pop out a new color just to check our pattern. So let's do like a bright red, a bright blue, just so we can see what the heck we're doing. Ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-boo. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba. How am I doing? I am good. It kind of dawned on me last night that I'm doing this all October. Oh, I was reading one of Poco's messages. Yeah, it kind of dawned on me last night that I am doing this all October. And I was like, I got a little bit of shivers about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of nuts. Like, what am I actually doing? But you know what? Something that I've become very comfortable with in my own life is just embracing. Like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I don't care anymore. Like, part of 3D modeling live on the internet is turning your brain off and just talking. Like, when I 3D model not here, yeah, I'm just having fun, exactly. Yeah, when I'm 3D modeling privately, offline, I sit and I think about details, and I do a lot of, like, optimization. Like, if I wasn't on stream right now, I would be here clicking each of these, trying to make perfect little pieces of geometry and, like, really taking my sweet time with this thing. But because I am streaming, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not going to worry about it. And I think that sort of energy lends itself well to streaming every single day. Because if I sat and tried to be picky about all my details, I would never get anything done. It forces you to keep moving, so to speak. Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, what I'm focused on here is improving my general skills, not getting specifically better at specific things. I watch tutorials and I follow a bunch of accounts and do some very like private practice if I'm trying to do all that, which I do. You're streaming more this month too? That's awesome. I've said it a lot. I hope this isn't too intimate for a stream for everybody that's watching. Chaos is a fellow streamer. Chaos in chat right now is a fellow streamer, a very cool streamer, a very amazing like artist and everything. And it makes me so proud that Chaos has been talking more on stream, because Chaos goes back and forth on using a mic and not using a mic, and like that's totally on you, right? I'm not trying to say that you have to do one or the other, but it's just cool. I'm glad that your confidence is in a place that is comfortable enough to have a mic on. I think that's really cool. I think streaming is harder than a lot of people give it credit for, and it's really cool to see people getting excited to stream, because it is really good for you. We have another friend in chat who is also a streamer. I don't know if they want to shout out or not, so I'm going to wait on that. But I do have a friend that I want to shout out eventually when they feel more comfortable streaming. So, got a couple of peeps that I'm just happy to see streaming. People that I think do well from that kind of effort, attention, etc., etc. And I'm one of them. I'm not trying to exclude myself. I am also somebody that gains a lot from streaming. I wouldn't be doing it if I weren't getting anything. Yeah, it's really good for confidence building, that's for sure. Nothing makes you more self-conscious than being live on the internet. Really does a lot to make you think about what the heck you are doing with your life. Okay, so we got that, and let's go even lighter. Okay, so that's 0.1. Let's do like a 0.3. No, too much. 0.2. And like a 0.25. Is that way too shiny? I think that's too shiny. 0.3. Yeah, we'll do that. 0.35. All right. So I'm noticing some problems right away. And the problems are this noise texture and its detail. I also think that it might be just a little too much. Is that gonna work? You gotta get the angle perfect to be able to check it. What is your answer to chicken or the egg coming first? Is that a thing? Like, I know that's a thing, but like, is that a thing that people talk about or care about? Because I think my general answer to chicken or the egg is I don't believe that fetuses are the same as a living being. Like, very not cool people in the world like to say that if you're getting an abortion, you're killing babies, right? This is a thing that people say, and hey, guess what? If you're one of those people, I don't agree with you. Sorry to reveal it in this way. Sorry to ruin your image of me. But I really dislike your whole stance on life. Your whole belief system is very weird. I believe, truly... Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I believe truly, deep down in myself, I believe that killing a baby is once the baby is out of a person's body. That is my truest belief. Now, is the chicken and the egg related to that? I have no clue. Is that what the chicken and egg is actually like talking about? Is pro-life stuff? I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. Kind of. I don't really know. I don't know what it's supposed to represent. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? My official answer, the official Ready-era answer, is chicken. And that comes from a philosophical point of view, not a scientific point of view, because obviously if there was a scientific point of view, we would already have the answer to it. So that's my philosophical belief. Okay, that's a pretty good looking war fan right there. The question is, am I going to try and put a symbol on here? Should I try and put a symbol on here? I kind of want to put a symbol on here. What should we do? We should do like a sun and a moon, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. I like that. I like that idea a lot. Let's do that. We're gonna do a sun and moon. Let me finish off the last little bit of this first. So that is how that's gonna look. The tint is high. I like the philosophical approach, and that looks good. Like an astrology pattern, yeah. Hey, Chaos, this is 50-50 me joking, but also would be dope. One of these days, I'm going to get you to make me a texture, and I'm going to put it on a 3D model. I'm going to have you make me something, and I'm going to put it on a 3D model. And that is going to be the perfect collaboration for the two of us. It looks good. I think this is good. What kind of texture? I'd love it. It just have to be a UV texture, so I don't know. I don't remember seeing too much of your work outside of... Did I make a change? No, it didn't. I don't remember seeing too much of your work outside of character art. I know I've seen it before, but I don't know exactly what your art looks like outside of people. Which is wild, because people is definitely the hardest part as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's call that there. So now, while we're here, I'm definitely going to run out of time. Just looking at the clock right now, I'm 100% going to run out of time. But Such is the price we pay for what we're up to. Okay, so that is good enough for me. Oh, it went all the way around. Oh, it did it. It just did it. Oh, it just did it. It looks so good. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. We're here. We got everything that we want. I think it'd be good with realism if I enjoyed it enough. So you don't enjoy it. I don't really want to be a realism artist either. It's just the way that I've been practicing. The goal eventually is to develop a more cartoony style, or not cartoony, but like stylistic approach. I do not want to be a realism artist because I'm never going to compete with AAA brands. AAA stuff and me are never going to get along. I would rather make like a game that looks like the Nightmare Before Christmas world in Kingdom Hearts before I ever made anything that looked like the quote-unquote real world. You like my 3D style? I appreciate that. I don't love my 3D style. It's fine. It services me. But picturing a whole game looking like this, I don't care for it. I've been practicing. I've been pushing myself. I made a Raven the other day, and I actually like the way the Raven looks. So I'm trying to think in a little bit more of a specific way with 3D modeling. I'm trying to push myself to not be this all the time. It is on my Instagram. If you are interested in Instagram at all, I have an Instagram, and I post there a lot. Instagram, for whatever reason, is my favorite social media. I don't know why. I kind of hate it sometimes. Instagram is a little bit terrible at times, but I just have a preference toward it for some reason. Okay, there we go. That is pretty good looking. I kind of hate this connecting piece right here. I wish I put another piece in there, but it's a little late to worry about that. So let's go ahead and color this guy gold. And are we just going to say that's it? Like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Have you seen the Squid Games? No, I've been hearing everybody talk about it. I have no clue what it is. What is this Squid Game thing that people will not stop talking about? What is this? Is it the Hunger Games with squids? What is this? Why is everyone talking about the Squid Games all the time? I started crying during it and was like, what the fuck? Oh, I just cursed on stream. That was my first time cursing on stream. You got it out of me. Wow. What is it? So, now that the cat's out of the bag, I guess I should mention, I curse a lot. I just try very hard not to curse on stream because, it's not my energy. I don't know. I don't want to be known as the guy who curses. Okay, so. Yeah, I gotta know, what is the Squid Games? Also, we are going to make a sun and a moon real quick. Like, really fast. You feel the same with swearing? Totally. You do curse on your stream quite a bit. I have noticed. Not to call you out or anything, not to be that guy, because I don't care if people curse. You do curse a lot on stream. How do I want to do this? How much time do I have? I have 15 minutes? That's actually not a bad amount of time to try and make this work. Okay, let's grab it. We're going to grab you. We're going to go into edit. We're going to click everything. We're going to recast our normals. Let's go ahead and try this. Just try it. Just project. Just see what happens. Oh, it's actually perfect. Oh, that's it. That looks so good. Yes. Wow. We have perfect UVs. When does this ever work? Yep. That is it. Let's take our UVs. Let's export them. Wow, that is actually amazing. Okay, you're going to be Warfan. Thank you. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay. So, I'm going to send you over to here. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a little bit of a pattern. Okay, so let's make a nice little semi-ish circle. We're going to go into our curve editor. I'm going to grab you two. No, hello? Don't do that. Let's add a new one. What is happening? What is happening? Just do it. Click him. Click him. What is... It's like a very in-debt people are invited to win some money and have to sign a form. Some are entering to save families, and they play 5 kids games. It's Korean. And if you fail, you die. And each person's death adds more to the prize money. They vote to leave after the first game, but 95 return to consensually participate. It has a lot of moral questions, and I like it. Some people hate the ending and say it's terrible. That sounds awful. That sounds maybe like the worst thing ever. Am I really just about to put stars on here? Oh, it's not real? That's insane. What a weird premise. That is very weird. Okay, let's make another circle. There's a plot twist at the end. I'm assuming it's like a Hunger Games thing where the person, like, who's running the event gets thrown in or something. That's how all these things end. That's actually kind of cool. I like that it's fake. I also thought it was a real thing, so I think we're in the same boat. You love dystopian stuff? Okay, let's do a difference. There we go. Now I'm going to grab you, and we're going to go into here. Hey, fun fact, I'm not good at Illustrator. Not my thing. I know a lot about it. I used it a lot in college, but it's really not my thing. No worries. Boy, do I not like what I'm doing right now at all. You know what? This is terrible. Tell you what, we're going to do away with this. I think instead I am going to just throw on some stars. We're going to go... We're going to do... Let's do 5-sided stars because I don't want to be weird about it. And I'll round them just a little bit. We'll round them by 0.1. Okay, that's going to be... What color do we want? We just need it to be... black. We want hard black stars. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Krita. We're going to load in that file that we just made. We're going to pop it in. We're going to edit our UVs, and we are done. This is it. This is going to work. This is going to work. I believe in myself. What flavor are marshmallows? That is a wild question. Hello, welcome to my file system. Let me not show you my files real quick. That's probably not a very good thing for me to be showing off to everybody. Yeah, vanilla powder is a big part of it. Okay. Now we can come back. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to grab you and copy, and will you just paste right over? Oh, it totally does. And it works as a smart object. Yes, baby. Okay, so goal is to put a bunch of these on here in places that we like. Do not let them cross over any sort of weird intersections. And we're going to rotate them in very specific ways. What flavor is bubblegum? I mean, it can be any flavor, but you're talking about just the normal bubblegum. So there is gum, right? But I don't think gum is gum flavored. That's a hard one to answer. Sweet flavored. I don't think it's sweet flavored. Just to put that out there. Would you visit the moon for a week if offered for free, astronaut food, etc.? Would I visit the moon for a week if offered? A week is a long time. Do I have... You know what? Yeah, I would do it. 100%. I don't have to... Yeah, I don't have to think about that. Of course I would do it. Why would I not do that? Worst case scenario, I get bored and I'm gonna meditate for a week. Whatever. Getting isolated out in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of like my thing. Like, when I'm not streaming, that's kind of what I do. I go out in the woods and I hide. Like, yeah, okay, sure. I'll take a week of that. It might cause a lot of fear or overwhelming smallness seeing Earth so small and far away. I think I deal with that a lot, personally. I have a lot of existential dread. I kind of suffer from, like, a lot of dread in spurts. I'm pretty good right now. Like, I'm pretty unaffected for the time being. But I do suffer from dread quite a lot. So I can't imagine it. If anything, I think it might make me feel a little bit better. I can't be sure of that, but I think it would make me feel... Sir? What was that? Hello? What is happening? Bring him back. What happened? Why are they gone? Why are they all gone? Would everybody else do it? How do you all feel about it? Would peeps go to the moon? Yeah, I want to know. Are you guys moony? How How you all feel about that moon? The moon's a cool place. Controls our tides. Can't be too upset with the moon. Okay, tell you what I want to do. I want to merge this layer down. Maybe first. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You would be too afraid? Yeah, like what's the risk factor? I suppose that matters a lot. Is it risky? Like, is there a chance that it'll blow up? Because that would influence a lot. How much work do I have to do? I like that look a lot. That one's fine to be flat the way that it is. I would say, yeah, sure, I'm going to the moon, whatever. If I know, well, many asteroids exist, so movies taught me. But do I have to worry about them? Like, how confident are the people that I'm going to the moon with about going to the moon? Are they like, yeah, we do this all the time? Or are they like, whoa, dude, what's going on? Because if they're freaking out, I'm freaking out. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. I don't care. That looks perfect. Any more than that, I'm not worried. It's not going to be the final pattern anyway, so screw it. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna white coat this thing, and we're gonna save it as our Warfan base. So export as PNG Warfan. That'll do. Let's go back to Blender and let's pop this guy in. So I should be able to just pop this guy right here. We have the gold. No, I want the black iron. And we're going to put in a image node and a color mix RGB. Right there. I'm actually going to use the mix RGB twice, so let's keep it as is for just the time being. We're going to go like that. Pop you up into here. I would just be super scared of travel and of something going wrong. Like, it probably would be super loud and shaky. I think it would definitely be loud and shaky. Just putting that out there. Did we break it? Yes! Yes, 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 we did it. Beautiful. I actually don't like that the star is being cut off here, but oh well, it'll have to do. Let's go over to our gold. Let's grab this color. We're going to go back to our black iron, which is this, and we're going to paste them in. Look at that. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I think I don't want to worry about roughness too much. I think that's it. I think we're done. I think that's my bonk stick. I think that's my little bonk boy right there. How much time is it? We're literally out of time. Cool, I'm going to do more. We're literally out of time. Better do some more. I want to grab all of this at the bottom and delete. I want to fill that and add the tiniest little bevel to it because that bevel was way too strong. There we go. Now we have just a little tiny bevel working off that bottom. That where it looks really nice. We're going to pop up into here. I'm going to add a little tiny bevel right here. And I'm going to grab this and go bada boom. Bam, 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 bam. Do, 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 do. There we go. Should that be higher up? It should. Should be a little higher up. And then we're done. And do I want to paint it gold? I think I want to paint it gold, and then we're done. I'm going to say, and we're done like 50 more times, but you know me by now. You all know what you're getting yourselves into. Look at that. She's a cutie. Oh, she's a cutie. All right, bring you in just a little bit like that. There is no reason to have a hilt here because there's no way you're accidentally going to run your hand over this, but it's there. It's there for her. For her. A pommel for her. Okay, let's go back over to our shader editor. Let's go to slot 2. Let's hit assign, and we have ourselves a little gold fleck right at the bottom. This looks like a Kingdom Hearts weapon. This looks like a Kingdom Hearts weapon, and I'm here for it. That's my war fan. All right. With that, that has been me today. I am officially taking it to the bank. Thank you. Chaos, you're always lovely. It's a little bad looking, but too bad. It'll have to be perfect. Okay, so with this, let's go ahead and take a look at who we want to be rating. Who is here today? We are kind of running out of 3D modelers to raid. There's not a lot of people in the 4 o'clock window for 3D modeling. We got our Bud Ratlord. We got Invader Tori, which everybody loves. Let's see. Is there anybody new? That's what I meant, by the way, when I said what I said. Okay, let's see who's up. 3D modelers. Okay, so the top 3 are people that we already have followed quite a bit. Let's see here. Who do we want to look at today? Making cursed Pokemon. All right, we're going to be looking at a guy who's making cursed Pokemon. That sounds about perfect for me. That sounds about like everything I've ever wanted to see in the world. So what I'm going to say is what I always say. Go say hi. Go be sweet. You don't have to stay if you don't want to stay, but just go show them a little bit of love. It's nice to be rated. People feel good about being rated. It's just a nice little pick-me-up in the day. So I'm going to send you over to this guy, and we're going to go be real sweet to him. So let's see. Fire, Stormer, 630. And I will catch you all on the next side. So we're going to stare at each other awkwardly, and we'll be back in just a moment.